How's it going there, everyone? It's Mr. Zen over here bringing us a brand new fall anime related discussion. And for today's segment, guys, we are going to be talking about the fall anime Drifters. Yes, folks, this fall anime is the most anticipated anime that people have been telling me to actually watch. And for once, I actually listened and I said, you know what, let me watch this. And I have to say, this anime is very eye-appealing, guys. At first glance, I thought this anime was just going to be another historical anime where we go back to the past and we actually look at historical figures being imbued in an actual war. No, guys, no. Actually, there's more to it in this anime than what it first seems, because the first episode, we're involved with a little bit of details, but as the story progressed and I saw more and more episodes, wow. There is definitely more to watch, and it's very interesting to watch as well how the story is going to progress, because I'm actually interested more is in the main characters themselves, guys. I am worried how they're going to progress in the actual main plot of the story, guys. And I have to say, guys, this anime is grade A, guys. One good thing about this anime is that it's a seinen anime. It's very interesting that it's a seinen anime because of the fact that we're going to get that full gory action that many anime lovers love to actually watch. That full on blood, corpse decapitated. We just see all those kind of things in this anime, and you're going to be wondering as to why was this anime in the freaking summer. And I'll tell you one thing, it's because for the fall, it's perfect for October season, guys. This anime is very perfect for October due to the fact that in October it's more the time to actually showcase this type of anime, and I personally feel this anime is a perfect one for the fall season, guys. Granted though, this anime was created by Kota Hirano. Kota Hirano made the other awesome anime called Hellsing. So granted that we are going to be seeing much deep depth of a story in this anime, guys. So granted though, if you guys enjoyed Hellsing, you guys are going to enjoy this anime as well, guys, which also is produced by Hood Drifter Studios. I gotta recommend this studio. Is pretty interesting, and granted in the way they actually draw and actually, I would say, animated scenes, because the fact that this anime has a very fluid motion to the actual sequence of the story, guys. We see many characters with vibrant colors. Their dialogue is very well written to it, if I might add too. And we actually see the way the characters interact with other main characters. We actually see that I would say this anime is not necessarily very good with the comedy genre, but it's still good enough to to say it's passable. Needless to say, I personally wasn't laughing or smirked. I just said, I could tell that the author was actually trying to release attention whenever there was a comic relief part. But like I said, though, it's because of the fact that the serious nature of this anime is very toned up. So be careful, guys. If there is a comic scene, you're not necessarily going to be laughing due to the fact that you're going to be here for all the seriousness of the anime. This anime has a very serious and dark tone too, guys. It's a very dark anime to actually look at it, guys. Granted though, let's get on to the main plot of the story, guys. Like I said, these are my first impressions, and now we're gonna get on to the full brink of the review, guys. And personally, guys, like I said, the first episode though, guys, there wasn't really too much to talk about the first episode, because we were actually showcased, I would say, with the first main character, Shimasu Toyohisa. This character, we are actually looked in the beginning parts of the first episode. Actually, I would say like the first full brink of the first episode, we're involved with this character. This character now, he was a old school samurai warrior back in the days. He was actually in the middle of a war going on. He was a very strong military leader too, if I might add. And what happened was, basically, he was losing the war. And what happened was, some commander of his, or uncle, or something along the lines of that, was heading back to camp, and he said, you know what, I'm going to stand my ground here, and I'm going to defend my honor, and I'm going to die at the place that I rightfully deserve. A warrior's death, basically. And I thought to myself, much respect to this character, guys. Very much respect. Because for the fact that this character is showcased to be like having superhuman feats, guys. I swear to God, this guy was stabbed multiple times, and I thought to myself, my God, this guy's like a human train wreck. Nothing stops this character, guys. Shimasu is a character definitely worth to look at, guys. I am seriously anticipating this character to be one of the main characters of the year, guys. And definitely too, guys, the one thing about this character too as well, guys, is that the way that they actually portrayed this character, guys, the way they portray this character is due to the fact that he seems like he has a one thick mind, guys. Battle first, die first, not necessarily planning a strategy. He just seems more like a combat type person. I don't see him as a military strategist, guys, not necessarily. But nonetheless, so guys, we actually see that in the first episode it was all about him, and then granted, from the first episode we then see that right before he was dying, like I said, he won the battle he was at. He was dying, and he clearly was heading back to camp, and out of nowhere he's transported, and this is where the brink of the anime starts, like the actual main plot of the anime. Basically, all these characters that are like these battle warriors are actually then sent to some place. There's a guy in the middle of a desk reading a newspaper. He has glasses. He gives off this very mysterious vibe, and many viewers are wondering, who is this character? What does he have to involve with Shimazu? What is this? What is he causing? Why did he bring him to this world? And in this world, guys, it looks like it was basically limbo, guys, because there are so many doors in the corridor, and in the middle of the corridor is basically just the character. His name is, by the way, Murasaki, and it's just him that's sitting there, and he was just telling him, oh, it's basically time for you to join the others, apparently, or something along the lines of that. And I'm here thinking like, whoa, this is getting pretty interesting now. Like, all the supernatural things that are happening is actually happening very quickly, but in a very good sense, guys, in a very good tone as well. And granted, Shimazu, of course, is at the brink of death, and you're clearly looking at like, what the heck? What is this character gonna do? And in the first episode, guys, we actually personally are seeing that he's transported into a world, and in this world, guys, we don't know what's going on. We don't even know, because there are these humans that have these long pointy ears, and they actually rescue Shimazu, because remember, he's still at the point of death after having a gruesome fight in a war that he was basically at, and he's basically transported somewhere that we don't even know. And these, I'm gonna say humans or I would say these like artificials. I'm not even too sure what kind of humans these are, or if they're even human. And granted, they rescue him and they say, oh, he's a drifter. And granted, the name drifter apparently seems to be a very important name in this anime. And we granted these drifters are apparently the people that are transported, and the inhabitants of this world are aware of these drifters, guys. They're aware of these people coming out of nowhere, so they take them to this sacred temple, and in this sacred temple, guys, that's where they actually keep them. And I'm assuming they're gonna sacrifice them, or they're gonna hold them hostage, or they see them as gods. We don't know that for sure. But these kids, these two twins, they take them, and granted, these twins, they're speaking a different dialect that the main characters don't even know. It's not even Japanese, so it goes along to say that, are they even in the human Earth themselves, or are they transported to a different world altogether in a sense, or into the future, or into the past? We are not too sure yet. But like I said, this mysterious allure that the anime gives off is very interesting, and I thought to myself that, wow, it's very well anime to actually look at, guys. Props to Kota Hirano to actually make this anime. Props to him. It's very interesting. But granted, in the first episode, then we're introduced that basically Shimazu is not the only drifter that's actually appearing there, guys. There is actually Oda no Nobunaga. It's another historical figure, and Nasu no Yoichi is another historical figure. These two figures then are coinciding and rescue Shimazu and heal him, and they all basically have their own little intellectual dialogue, having a little meeting and saying that, why are we here? We've been here forever. Who brought us here? You know, these characters are very smart too. And granted that they know that they were brought there for a reason. And you could tell these characters are very powerful in a sense, because for a fact that these guys are basically military strategists. They've been knowing around the block. They know murder. They know battle, guys. These guys, my god, these guys are bloodthirsty killers, but with human compassion, just a little bit, just from the looks of it, just a little bit. Not too sure. But from the looks of it, they do got a little bit. But granted though, guys, I would say that's the bulk of the first episode, because then the interaction between Shimazu, Oda, and Nasu is just basically them explaining to them that we've been here for a while, there probably might be more to come, and they're wondering how long they're going to be there in this new world. And that's basically the first episode. It's just basically giving like a brief exposition of what the world is basically about, or this mysterious world that they've been sent to, and basically just giving off these characters, giving a little bit of characterization with each and every one of the characters now. And like I said, I'm granted that I really love the way that they're actually implementing each of the characters in there, because each of the characters are from very different parts of the historical Earth. So you kind of say that these characters are worlds apart, and yet they can actually have a conversation with each other. So granted, it's not like as if they're afraid of the supernatural. It's more they're afraid of what they're gonna face in this world. So that's the thing. That, like I said, these characters are very smart and very high alert, guys. Like I said, I'm loving the way these characters interact. Like I said, the interaction seems like a very plausible conversation they would actually find in the real world. You would be questioning as to why you are here, and that's what I'm like wondering. And the character Murasaki, by the way, Murasaki, we don't even know what this character is about. Granted, in the first episode, they didn't really explain to him who he was or what he's doing, but we don't know that for sure. There's still a little bit of lore and mystery with this character. But I would say that's it for the first episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I'm personally loving this anime. I really am, guys. I personally really am. Granted, though, I would say this anime feels like it's gonna be going off on a really dark path, guys, in a really mature sense as well. I'm wondering as if Shimusa are they going to be there for a long time as well, because we don't know if the characters are going to be staying in this world as well, guys. I'm actually interested in the fact that if Shimazu might become the new king of this world too, because granted, he just seems out of the norm too. He just seems like a character that might be out of the norm. Granted though. But that's it for the first episode, guys. Hoping you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, give a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Drifters anime related content or fall 2016 anime related content. Don't worry, guys, my episode 2 review will come out a little bit shortly. Just let me get finished with this video. But like I said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, give a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I know I said it before, but as always, guys, have a wonderful day. But this is Mr. Zen signing out.